am live. I am live. Alright, I got you. Got you in the holder. Oh, sorry if you are bobbing up and down, like bobbing for apples. Hi. If you're seeing this live, hello. If you are seeing this after it's live, hello. Today I am making sublimation luggage tags, and so part of my work is going to be on the computer. Part of my work is going to be printing on the sublimation printer, and part of my work is going to be pressing these luggage tags on my heat press. And I am going to walk through that whole process. It is kind of a lengthy process, sublimation, because basically you have to print at a very high quality. I have a converted printer, which I'll show and talk about. I'll show you the luggage tags that I use from Amazon, and I will show you how I do it on my computer. So, hi. I don't talk too much. Well, I don't make any well, I do kind of. I was gonna say I don't talk too much during like casual chatter stuff, and so I'm gonna keep an eye on the comments for questions. Like right now there's nobody watching, so I'm just gonna talk about what I'm doing. And then if there's questions, I'll definitely answer them. So when I'm doing luggage tags, I use my Silhouette software for everything, because you're able to kind of create a little window and then drop your image for those tags into that outline. And so I'll show you kind of what the template looks like. Let me grab the bag tags so you can see what those look like. All right, so these are sublimation luggage tags, right? So they, my watch noticed some activity. Feels like my heart's racing. So anyway, these are sublimation luggage tags, right? So this is what they look like. They're blank. They come with a little tag on Amazon, and basically you just kind of feed this in, and hey, hi. And so you can hang this on any kind of bag. Now, I don't have a finished one. I guess we'll have to wait and see so you can see what it's going to look like finished. So, interesting fun fact about these that a lot of people don't realize is when you buy them on Amazon, they come with a protective film. So a lot of people will actually try to sublimate right on the protective film. But if you use something sharp, you can see that there is actually a film on here to protect the surface of the bag tag. And hi, Chrissy. And so before you press on here, you have to take off this protective film. A lot of people will leave negative reviews on Amazon for these because they say it looks terrible. And I'm like, well, of course it looks terrible because there's a film on it, and so the image is not clear when you press on it with sublimation, or it like comes off. And so yeah, so that's definitely not going to be like a nice sharp image for you. Hey Dennis, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if you don't care, I'm not sure why you're watching. So, anywho, so yeah, so I'm doing cheerleading luggage tags for my, yeah, so I'm doing cheerleading luggage tags for my friend's cheerleading team. So, all right, let's go. She already sent me the design, and so basically this is kind of what it looks like. I print on legal size sublimation paper that also is from Amazon, and so I guess once the video's over, I'll go ahead and post links to everything, so that you can kind of see what supplies are used and stuff. But Yes, let's go ahead and start. So she emailed me all of the pictures that we were going to use. So I just have to go pull those up. I do already have my heat press going at, I have it set at 390 degrees and 50 seconds. The reason I do it 390, usually sublimation is 60 seconds at 400 degrees, but I noticed that after all these years of using my heat press, the temperature typically tends to like spike up hotter than it's showing, because it's not super expensive heat press. It's kind of cheap. So the fact that it is not the, super high quality production heat press, it's not very good at regulating its own temperature. So I am just going on my computer to look for the original design that my friend sent me so that we can download everything and import it into Silhouette Studio. And I wonder if I have a way. Let me just see my computer screen more closely. Okay, let's see. Okay. So that's not perfect, but it's better, so you can kind of see what I'm doing on my computer. All right. So these are the bag tags that she designed. And so these images are big. Basically what we're gonna do is download them all, save all the attachments to my computer. And then print them all at the same time. Desktop. Okay, and so like I mentioned, I already have the templates made up. It's funny, I have these designed for my own daughter's team. You can kind of see the cute design there for their cheerleading team. I just have not made them yet. It would be nice if I did that for my own kids' team, I think. But we're very busy. We're very busy. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and delete these. Basically what I need to do is bring in the files for the other I think I'm going to do it a little bit different. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is bring in the front, which is this one. So here's kind of the problem with some of these bag tags, right? So you can see, I think I'm gonna send this back to my friend and ask her to edit this image for me, because we are sublimating on a square, and you can kind of see here her design goes edge to edge, and a lot of times I like to have some empty space in between, because this design all the way down at the edge really is too close for comfort, right? It's like edge to edge and all the way at the bottom, and that needs some breathing room. It needs to be a little smaller and have some blank space around it, because the the tag sometimes like moves around a little bit when you're pressing it, and so it really needs it needs to be smaller and kind of centered. If you see like one of the ones that I've already made, for example, I leave a lot of space along the edges and then on the bottom, especially because, you know, this goes this way, but if it were to accidentally shift down or up a little bit, you know, you have some wiggle room. Here, if it were to shift up just a little bit, the name Ice Cats is going to get cut off. So I'm actually going to send that back to my friend and ask her to revise that design for me. So I'm not going to be making those right now, but I think what I should do is go ahead and make my daughter's team tags. So yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed that I've had this designed for so long and have not printed it. Let's just go backwards. Thankfully, Silhouette Studio lets you do like templates and multiple designs of things. So the first thing I'm going to do is go set up my print. So you go File, Print Page Setup, set up my page. I am setting this up for my Epson 4800. That's the sublimation printer that I've got. And then I do already have a preset set up on my MacBook Air. So yeah, you can't really see my screen perfectly. I wish I was doing like a screencast. I might be able to like figure that out next time. But basically, you want to set your, if you're using anything other than letter size, you want to set the page size up correctly in Silhouette Studio. And so it's really easy to do that. You just hit OK there. And then when you do Control P or Command P, you will see that it shows you the whole page. Like you can print from within Silhouette Studio. And so the whole page is there. If this was still set up as letter size, I'll show you what it would look like. So if we did page setup the way it was set up before, and I set it up as letter, or it was just defaulting to letter, you do get a print preview before you do it so that you can always kind of verify that everything is going to print out correctly. And so you can see the third row of tags is cut off because obviously the letter size paper is too short. And that would also carry over to my printer. Even though my printer knows that I have letter size paper in there, whatever the software is telling it, it's going to do. And so it would print correctly on the letter size. It would print correctly on legal size, but cut off right where you're seeing it cut off here. So I've learned that a couple times the hard way when I'm in a rush, that I need to make sure that I set it up for legal size. So that is that. And so basically I just want to make sure that it's going to print correctly. So I'm going to print one copy the first time to make sure. Is it off? Let's see. Oh, my printer was turned off. I'm like, is it offline? It was turned off. So let's, and then I do have a preset set up for sublimation legal size. If you can save a preset on your your computer and you're doing sublimation, I highly recommend that because sublimation does require like a little bit of edits to your like contrast, saturation, and you also have to print a mirrored image. And so when you save it as a preset, you literally don't have to do anything else. You don't have to think about it. It just automatically prints correctly. So I'm still waiting for my printer to come online, but let's go ahead and print. Let's see if it starts coming out. New firmware is released. Update firmware from setup menu. Okay. Well, my printer is saying it needs to update the firmware. So let's see if it lets me continue. Very nice. See my face. Oh, sorry for all the bouncing around. I have this on like a gooseneck thing. Alright, so it is printing. Let's see what that looks like, and then we'll see if I can print the other 9, 18, the other second one. Realize we have 18 girls on our team, so it should be 2 sets. Alright, so in the meantime, actually, I want to see. Why does it keep doing that? I don't know why my phone keeps like popping over to some other application. Why does it keep doing that? I don't know. Alright. I'm curious how my friend's designs are gonna fit into this template. Okay. Yeah, so same situation. As I like zoom in to her design, I just don't feel comfortable pressing it the way she has it. See how this work is worth it is all, oh, you can't really see. This work is worth it is all the way down at the bottom of the image, and then you see how much space I've got on my design. Yeah, when you're doing sublimation, you want to leave more wiggle room in there for the possibility of any mistakes or shifting in the design. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to show you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, like, let's turn this around. Okay, so my prints look like they're coming out good. Let's see. Sometimes black is so finicky. Sometimes my printer's finicky. This is a converted Epson EcoTank, so you can kind of see. So what I've done there, it's an AT4800. I bought it on Black Friday, and I buy this sublimation ink. It's designed to use on EcoTank printers, and basically it has the same nozzle on top that you would just like refill your EcoTank with, and that is what I use for my converted sublimation printer. So those come in like all the same colors. Basically, these were the wrong ones that I bought one time without the nozzle on top. See, these are just, I don't even know what these have in them. Let's see. Yeah, so this is like this type of tip, which I don't like. So I just pour that into the right bottles so that I can easily refill them. So that's what the sublimation print looks like, and basically you can see it's a mirror image. Oh, there we go, focus. So let's see if it behaves and the whole thing prints out the right colors. Then I'll be able to press them. Alright, so let's go back here. While that's coming out, I am going to, sorry, I don't want you wobbling. Alright, while that's still printing, let's go ahead and take off the film. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Alright, I'm gonna make 18. We have, I think we only have 17 girls, but I'm gonna make an extra just in case, probably for my team mom friend. Some of these I've already taken the film off, and some don't have a film. And if you're wondering, yes, I have occasionally accidentally pressed one with this film on it, but you can tell because it looks blurry, like you can tell right away. And then you just take it off, keep going. All right. Alright, so that came out fine. Let's print another one. So this is how it came out. So basically I'm able to press 9 tags at a time. Oh, that's funny. It actually comes out, since the video is mirrored, it comes out fine. But this is actually flipped horizontally, so it's mirrored. And then obviously you press it, and so it ends up coming out correctly when you press it. So yeah, when you sublimate, you have to have a mirror image printed. Alright, so this part is either tedious or mindful, depending on your opinion of simple, repetitive tasks.
So you don't create, like, you don't use cumin, or like you don't create the seasoning, you just use that basically. You don't use bay leaves. Okay. And then no, I like your idea. It's easy. I like it but easy, right? So I kind of like the way you do it.
I think my husband's on the phone with my mom asking for seasoning tips. My mom's helping my husband learn how to season food.
I like the olives, but I don't want to add more if it doesn't add. Okay. All right, so I think I got it. Oh, and no white wine. Okay. So the sofrito you made. No, I'm going to your salad. Your salad is delicious. So onion, you said onion, garlic, red pepper. That's it for the sofrito? Okay, perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna.
All right. So, step 2. I've got everything printing. I keep this page together and I just tape everything onto it, right? So you're gonna see me like center. Right, so that's how that goes. I have this little tape dispenser that pre-cuts tape. This is heat transfer tape from Amazon, like for sublimation. Hi.
Are you okay if I ask you a question or?
Well, you're here now, so yeah.
Okay. This says Best Buy 6/16/24. You think it's still good?
Bro.
If it hasn't been open. And do these have seats in them?
Bro, read the label. I mean, no, just throw them out if it's from.
Okay.
I mean, they're. Open it and taste one. Use your best judgment. I feel like you did that on purpose.
I want to add some excitement.
Just open it and taste it. Did you taste one?
Yes, I'm good.
Are they good?
Yeah, license.
You have to get pitted olives.
Yeah.
All right. So that's our first batch. I'm going to put it aside because the second one is ready to tape up. And I'm going to press these both at the same time. Right, let's go press. All right, so there's my heat press. And what I do is I turn this bad boy. I try to pull it out so that I have plenty of room to work. Sublimation has to be done with the paper side up because you want the heat source directly on the ink and paper. So let's do it. Ready? The only bad thing about sublimation is the smell. It does help to be in like a well ventilated area, which of course my upstairs attic is not. So if I start rambling from the fumes, you know what happened. Okay. Whew. Alright, let's do the second batch. Okay, so what I'm going to do over here now is pull, basically take these off. So this is what this sheet looks like after you press it. You can see it like absorbs all that ink. But interestingly enough, okay, so you can probably see these came out super vibrant. So this one is a different vendor. Okay. Whew, stinks. So yeah, I have gotten different suppliers and stuff before, and I found one that I really like, but you can kind of see the color difference between these two. So of course I love for it to be way more vibrant, so this is my favorite, and then this one is like more muted, so you can see the difference there. Yeah, so I might end up doing another one of these versus this one. So basically what we do is take off all the heat tape. This unfortunately is all trash now. It does create some waste. And then this is the other side of the tag. And so basically I'm just going to go ahead and center it, tape the other side on there, do the same thing again. This is the fastest part of the whole process because you've already done all your setup. And it's nice, well, for this particular project, when you have a multiple of 9, it's nice because you don't have to make too many, no extras, nothing wasted. But if I'm doing less than like multiples of 9, I just leave it blank or whatever so I don't waste ink. For the other side, I cut a section of butcher paper because the ink does transfer when it's super hot, and I don't want to transfer ink onto my silicone pad because a lot of times I press clothes and stuff on there. So I don't want that to stain any clothes or anything else. All right. Let's go. The first 9 are about to be done. I'm just gonna leave that there to cool off for a second. And then you can see that like the ink does transfer, so you need something protective on your machine so that you don't stain anything. All right, let's go back over here while that cools off. Let's do the second half. These are one of the most fun projects I enjoy doing during the cheerleading season because designing them is so much fun. And the girls always like to collect like bag tags commemorating different events. And so like when we get our bids to Summit, or we do other special events. This year we're not going to NCA, but usually we'll do like a commemorative bag tag or something for each of those. So here are the other ones. That's all the ink fully transferred. And I'm obsessed. Okay, so there's side 1, there's side 2. And when you put the little bag tags on, oops, it's backwards. So cute, right? Turn my printer, turn my heat press off because we are done for now. So you can see how cute, quick and easy sublimation gifts are to make, especially when you're doing a team design or something that is, you know, you just have to multiply a bunch for different, for a lot of people. When you can do the same, these are really, really good for sports teams. So, or even like school teams. It doesn't have to be just sports. It can be like thespian troupe, honor society, like all these different things that have a group of kids that could use the same design. It's really cute and super handy. So yeah, I highly encourage, if you like sublimation or you're interested, if you have any questions on sublimation, just write them in the comments and then I'll try to reply. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 14, 15, 16, 17. Can you tell I collect all of these? Oh my gosh. I hope these fit. Yeah, there we go. Some of them are different vendors. I'm like, oh, I hope they're compatible. They are. You know what, maybe I shouldn't tie them because they're probably gonna go hooked onto something. Your body identifying potential signs of stress or excitement. Well, I'm definitely excited to be here. So yeah, you can see, again, I've been live for 47 minutes, so I already had this design pre-made, ready to sublimate, and less than an hour, I have gifts for the whole team. So I highly recommend it. I have to sign off because I'm going to pick up my daughter. They actually have the full gym practice today because we have showcase next weekend and our competition season is about to kick off. And so maybe I'll be making more gym crafts, more cheerleading crafts. So you can like and subscribe or just hit something to get more ideas on your feed for cheerleading gift ideas, because I do make a lot throughout the season. Alright. I'm going to take you guys off the gooseneck. Thank you to everybody that watched. That's what they look like. So there's the front, there's the back, and super easy to design using Silhouette Studio, which is what I use for everything. And yeah, so hope everyone has a great weekend, and talk to you all soon.